Good morning, yogis. So I have been just pondering the true practice of yoga versus what we do here in America, which is only the physical. I'm on the struggle bus because at least when we were in person and together, we could have the communion and conversation and community and share the ideas of how we're exploring our insides and our connection to what's higher to us. And here it's just physical. And so it feels a little closer to appropriation and a little further from appreciation because I'm not bringing in all the limbs in these practices. I'm really just giving you a 20-minute physical asana, hoping that something I say lands and you take it off your mat with you. So I would appreciate maybe just some emails or some text messages on ways in which I can bring the living, the being of yoga to you, closer to you, to your way of life. I've heard and read several times that you can be Buddhist and Christian, that you can be Buddhist and a yogi. And in my personal belief, you can practice yoga as a way of being and be a Christian, right? When we really dive into the text of both, they just say be a good human. So there's no conflict of interest in bringing about this way of being in your life. So I don't know, it's been sitting on my heart and I felt like I needed to say it. So today, let's actually get started in a simple seat. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit that way, grab a block or a pillow to sit on. And it's however you're comfortable. You can crisscross applesauce. I've been practicing just bringing the legs level. Anyways, you do you. Even if you want to sit with your legs tucked underneath you in a meditative stance, okay? We're just going to work right now. I'm sitting up nice and tall. Let the arms fall by the side, palms up if that feels comfortable. Let the eyes close. Just do a quick check-in here. How do I feel? And it can be, how do I feel emotionally? How do I feel spiritually? How do I feel physically? Maybe it's everything, like lots of little things are popping up inside of you. That's okay, we're not even taking a tally sheet, right? We're just acknowledging, okay, I hear that, I see that, I got it. You're heard, right? Now let's move into the space of changing what needs to be changed. Bring your arms out to a T. We're just gonna take some circles. Little baby circles. We're going forward or backward, doesn't matter, just keep going the same direction for a little bit. We're just gonna open up the joints. I feel like the hips get a chance to open up a lot. It tends to be easier and our poor little shoulders just carry the weight of the world. And so as we begin to open our bodies, there should be, if we're paying attention, a mirror that as we open the body, we find an emotion or a part of our pattern of behavior that needs to be addressed. And so I'm just going to figure out how to help us do that better and other direction. So a lot of times our shoulders carry, like I said, the weight of the world. So they're very tense and tight and structured. So we're just going to bring a little love and attention to them right now and let them know that we appreciate them and that we can release that weight of the world. Couple more. I'm not counting, it's just till it energetically feels right. And release, let the arms drop. Pause here, notice. Do you feel anything maybe across the neck or down into the forearms? A lot of times we're not used to keeping our arms up. So we're just coming into a space of knowing. So we're gonna work on breath and movement combined here. We're gonna raise the arms up and then pull them down like in a fist to the side and then raise them up and pull them down. Inhale up, exhale down. It's going to be a sharp, quick breath. It's gonna get your heart rate up and just be a good way to manage breath and body at the same time. Okay, inhale. could not talk and guide that one at the same time. That's just not in my body. You might need to go blow your nose. Awesome, that's part of the hope, right, is to press things out that we don't need. Okay, so if you need to blow your nose, pause, run on back. Everybody else, we're sitting here, palms up, eyes closed for another moment. Let your ear drop to your shoulder. Take your arm, gently pull the ear closer. We're just creating space here. And take the opposite arm and reach long and down. And come back up. I can always tell when I'm really stressed out because finding the ground is really hard for me because my muscles are tightened up. So if you can't find the ground, that's okay. Other side, drop it first. And just like our practice the other day, taking big full breath to help open up parts of the body that you didn't know were stuck. And take your hand, gently pull. Take the opposite arm, reach long and down. And rise back up. Do a shoulder roll a couple of times, each direction. Take your arms back to a T. Hug right arm over left. So we're stacking elbow on elbow, grabbing the back of the shoulder blades. If you're really open here, see if you can clasp hands behind your back. Ensuring that your shoulder blades are over your hips, that we're not hunching forward, rounding. That's not the position here. Arms to a T, other side. Arms to a T, release back down, eyes closed, just pause here. We're gonna come into cow face pose. We've done this before. I'm gonna turn so you can see. You're gonna take your left arm behind your back, fingertips reaching between the shoulder blades. Right arm comes up and over. If you can grab, work towards pulling your palms together. If you can't, you're welcome to just sit like I am, or to grab a towel or a tie or a strap and pull closer, closer, closer. I don't have one handy, I'm ill prepared. Deep, full breath. A lot of times in our Ujjayi, we focus on the exhale, but we forget what gives us that forceful exhale is a big, powerful inhale. So just bringing us back into balance with that. And a lot of times on the camera, you can hear my exhale, but you might not be able to hear the inhale. So you don't know that that's an equal and opposite interaction. Gently release, pause at the center, let the blood flow come back. For some people, the compression is so great that their fingers might tingle. So we're just working that out for a moment and then setting up other side. Working the right arm up between the shoulder blades, left arm up and over. And release. Moving gently, pause. Arms come back to a T, back to those little baby circles. And really move the arm bone in the socket, right? So get that feeling of lubrication in those joints. And I know it's not lubricating, okay? But that's just, as the blood flows there, it feels like that, okay? I feel like some of the words we're using are meant to be descriptive and they're being taken as literal by some populations. And back. A few more. And let them drop by your side. Inhale, one arm up, exhale, other arm down, taking a lateral stretch. Other side. And again, one more time. Other side. Inhale, deeply, fully, belly moves. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Other side. Big full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back up. And arms by your side. Pause here. Drop your chin to your chest. We're going to gently pull forward. Release back up. Turn the chin roughly like a quarter of the way across the chest. Drop back down, gently pull. Back up, turn back to center, pause, and then take that other quarter turn. Lower and pull. Rise back up. Come back to center. We're going to take reverse Namaste. So I'm going to show you some phases here of this pose. You're going to reach back, start here. If you can get the shoulders settled, beautiful. Work it in. It's like a process, right? Now, if you feel comfortable, you're going to press the finger pads and the palms together. If this is very easy, I want you to begin working your fingertips between your shoulder blades. Keep your breath, big, full, deep breath. Stay in it. We need to stay long-term to see the growth. So doing your best to stay in it. If you need to ease off, of course do that. for me personally, we're still in it, I'm just moving. The longer I hold it, I start to feel it in different parts of my body, right? Initially, I feel it in my wrist, maybe a little bit in the elbow, and now my forearm is on fire, which is good. Because it's not sharp stabbing, it's just uncomfortable. Very gently release. Ooh-wee. Let the palms rest down, blood flow back. Just notice again, how do you feel? You have two options here. You can end your practice in a seated meditation or laying in Savasana. Please pick whatever brings you ease. As you settle in, regardless of where you chose, of what you chose, let the shoulder blades come down and together, broadening the collarbones. Let your bones hang heavy. And if it feels safe to you, let your eyes close. Always acknowledging that I'm merely a guide for your practice. And as we begin our practice taking a scan of the body, we will end it this way too. And that scan includes how do you feel emotionally, how do you feel energetically, how do you feel spiritually. You know, I believe that my shoulders are locked up because there is some emotional belief that I need to work on. That's just my personal point of view. But notice, become aware of what parts of your bodies become locked up. Is it the neck? Is it the low back? We're just taking a look right now. Take a big full inhale, let the belly expand and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Sigh out and rest. Come back into your body. If you are laying on your side, come to it on your back. Come to lay on your side in a fetal position. Everyone meeting in a seat. Inhale your hands to heart center. The place in me that seeks balance in all arenas of my life acknowledges that same space in you. Together we say, Namaste.